Morning. The camera is, I mean, your microphone is off. Yeah. Is it muting your microphone?
Oh, okay, sorry. Good morning.
Yeah, morning to you.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the teacher, the foreign teacher. Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing last night? You had enough sleep?
Yes, I I didn't sleep really well last night.
So, after the dinner with your old colleagues? Yeah.
No, in fact, I don't know. It just I woken up a lot of tired last night.
They slept smoothly. Let's see.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey.
Good morning.
Yes.
How are you, Miss?
Fine. How about
That's
you?
nice to hear. I'm also fine and doing good. Okay,
Yes.
so let's proceed now to our lesson. So today we'll be doing workshop 1. Okay, so we are going to talk about 3 or 4 situations here. Let me hide my meeting controls. Yeah. Okay. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So we are just going to talk about 4 scenarios and 4 situations. So first is welcoming a visitor. Next is having a new supplier or finding a new supplier. Third is welcoming a new team member. And the fourth one is how to do an office move. So these are things which you casually do, especially as you navigate into the business world, especially that you are doing office work, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so let's start now. Okay, so first is welcoming a visitor. So in here we have a situation. So the situation is, example, you work in a company called Henman Services. Then your company's 2 main clients are a company called Junke Fashions in Japan and a company called Artigo in Spain. So your manager says that 5 employees from Junke Fashions and 5 employees from Artigo want to visit your company. So now he asked you to arrange an event to welcome the 10 visitors. So since you are attending the class alone, so you are going to host these 5 visitors coming from 2 of your main clients. So there are 5 visitors from Junko Fashions in Japan and another 5 people coming from Ortega in Spain. So before you welcome them and plan out an event to host, I will give you some time to know these visitors. So right in the bottom part of this presentation, we have some of the descriptions about these visitors. So on the first table, we have the descriptions for the visitors coming from Junka Fashions Japan. And below it is the description for the people from Ortiga, Spain. So before we proceed to our activity, can you please read and comprehend the descriptions of the people coming from Chunky Fashions, Japan?
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I read and comprehend this description.
Yeah,
Okay. And I have modified something or just I read.
you read and comprehend first. Then after reading the descriptions of the two companies people, you have to introduce them to us using your own words.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so just tell me whenever you're ready.
Yeah, yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so can you tell us and introduce to us your visitors from Junko Fashions Japan?
Um, the first visitor is Junko Fashions from Japan. Uh, they they like some activities not formal. Uh, so uh, so so uh, so mm, so that's why they choose some activities some activities outdoor. For example, um, wait, because if I have to paraphrase something and
It'll
okay,
take time, right?
yeah, yes,
Yeah,
uh,
it's fine.
they they like some activities outdoor and mm, uh we can organize we can organize some some tours around the city uh, so that they can discover our uh, the history of our city, uh, the history and our and okay um okay we can so organize some activities. For example, they can visit some museums,
Yeah,
monuments, for example, so that they can understand our history and our culture uh, in our own company, and especially our city. Mm, they also like to try some traditional food. That's really to understand if okay
yeah, that's already so
yeah.
nice. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
yeah, just
very
so sorry
good
because
paraphrasing.
yes
It's fine.
I'm trying to paraphrase, but I have no idea how to
Mhm. But
paraphrase a
but
lot.
actually, it's so good already that um you have arranged your thoughts in a manner where the important words are still in there, but you have arranged it in a way that is different to the original text. So it's actually good for the time that we spend for you to study, for you to read and comprehend the description. So it's good enough.
Okay,
Okay, so can we proceed to Spain?
thank you. That's so nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Um, uh, next I introduce you the second company, the second visitor, which is the article from Spain. In contrast, the first visitor, they like formal events, and so we can give them our uniform, or you know our uniform from our factory. They are smart clothes.
Oh,
Yeah. They like classic dance. Uh, so we can find some so we can find some we can find an agency firm to organize some activities in the evening. During our dinner, they don't want a long restaurant dinner, and so that's why we can mix between our their activity and the dinner, and so that's why the people can talk to each other for business.
okay. So thank you so much, Miss Doom. Okay, so you have introduced our visitors so clearly using your own words and in a very correct manner. And you have spotted all the important details, especially contrasting, differentiating these two groups of visitors coming from two different companies, which are the main clients of your company. So since you have already knew the attitudes, the characteristics, the likes and the dislikes, you already have your imagination on who are you going to host with. This time, let us proceed to this activity where you are going to manage and host an event for them to enjoy. So I will, okay. So before we choose, or before you choose an event to host and cater them in their visit to your place, I will allow you minutes to take a look on these three different events and study and read on the descriptions of the three different events that you can host them with. But we have a request here since we are learning to speak in English and develop your skills in using the language more since you can already use the language. So can you read the descriptions of each event aloud so that we can hear you as you read each words and how you pronounce the words? Is it fine with you?
Okay.
Okay, so you may start with a rock climbing adventure, down to the Casino Royale evening, and lastly to the Meridian cruise. So just read whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go, Miss Doom.
It just is a little bit hard to see the picture.
Oh, it's blurred.
Okay. That's better.
Okay.
Discuss, spend the morning rock climbing, then you have lunch. Okay.
Okay,
So I suggest you an activity outdoor this weekend. We can I find an advertising a school. It is that is a rock climbing adventure. So we can spend the morning rock climbing until noon, and then each of us prepare our lunch, and we have lunch together in the restroom or in the kitchen.
Okay, in the kitchen. We'll have lunch in the kitchen. Okay. But before that, Miss Doom, can you, for a little while, can you spend some time reading the text on each event so that we can practice the pronunciation skill? Then
Okay.
after you are done reading each descriptions for each event, you may proceed to choose one event that you can host to cater the two companies that is visiting your branch. So you have to choose among the three, you have to choose just one event where you can cater them both.
Okay. And so
Yeah,
I choose one event
yeah.
for a company from
For
Japan.
them all, for them all, for
For
the
the
company from Japan and from Spain.
Spain.
Where do you
Okay.
think is an event that could best cater those two contrasting descriptions? Only one event to cater them both.
To get them both, I think
Mhm.
we can choose Marian Cruise
Okay, Meridian Cruise. Okay, so why do you think you have to choose Meridian Cruise to cater both companies?
because the first company prefer activity outside, and on the boat they can see they can s- they they can uh, they can enjoy a bit outside,
The
I think,
outside
because
world.
on the
Okay.
boat they can see around the city,
Yeah.
and then for and they can try traditional foods, because the first visitor prefer trying traditional food, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
for the second they prefer they like they like some event farmer, and
Mhm.
so I think on a luxury boat is that's enough, and then they like dancing, and so there is a nice, then they can dance to the median
Yeah.
bands, I think.
Okay.
Yes. And finally this activity for the last phrase, for both formal or informal dress, so that suits for all of them.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Dun. So you get the best option to host both of your visitors with two opposite characteristics, right? They have contrasting ideas and contrasting interests. One, which is coming from Junko, Japan, as what you have shared. They like something trying on the tradition, experiencing the culture of a certain place while wearing the informal dress. And the next one is the Spain, where they like formal dress and they are more of a classy person. They are the more formal people. So it's a good choice that you have chosen Meridian Cruise because in rock climbing, it will not be enjoyed by the people from Spain, right? Are you fine, Miss Zoom? Are you feeling
Yeah,
safe?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just see that you're feeling a little sick today, but are
I'm
you
so sorry.
good? It's
And
fine.
yeah, yes, I'm sick.
Okay.
I have been sick for 1 week, so sorry.
Oh, really? For 1 week? Are you having flu?
And yes, I think right now is there is a change of weather,
Oh,
and
so
not
you are still
normally,
adjusting.
yes, normally right now it is the autumn, but we don't have autumn this year. We have winter.
Oh, so
From
it's
summer to
still
winter.
cold.
Yeah,
That happens due to climate change. The world is really changing and evolving.
yes, yes. We actually it's really hard to adapt this weather because outside all people wear
Winter
winter
clothes.
clothes. Yeah,
Yeah. So thank you so much for still attending our class today, even with you feeling a little sick. So
thank you.
I hope that this class be helpful. So yeah, let's
Yeah.
proceed. So next is the Casino Royale evening. So probably it will not be enjoyed by both visitors because they are too contrasting. So it is so fine, and you are really good already in the language and using the language because it is so easy for you to spot the the contrasting details about them, and that's a nice news already. Okay, so now we'll proceed to the next subtopic for today, which is welcoming a new supplier. So, are you handling suppliers in your job?
No, actually, my job doesn't require me to contact a supplier.
Supplier, yeah, because you're more on the data analysis, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this time let's just try making this, even if it's not too familiar to you, to practice more in using the language. So this time you are still going to work in a company, but it's a different company. Now you become the buying manager. So you usually manages the purchasing department. So you are the purchase officer and you lead the department. So that makes you the buying manager. So the name of the company is Market Music. So at the moment, you are just only selling CDs, but now you want to improve, you want to expand the company, and so you want to sell another product, which is DVD. So now, in order to sell a new product, you have to find a company to supply you with a product. So we have to find a new supplier or a new product that you are supposed to offer. So since you are working alone, so you ask and answer questions, complete the information about the supplier below. But let me ask you and you answer the questions. Is that fine with you? So you'll be playing Team B and I will be playing Team A.
Okay. I am team A.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you're Team A and I'll be Team B. So you're supposed to ask questions and I'll
Okay.
have to, oh no, we are going to work the same team. So you have to ask questions so that you can construct and I'll have to answer your questions. So let's start with Team A and then we proceed to Team B afterward. Is that fine with you?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so yes, you may start whenever you're ready. So you have to do the question parts. So you have to ask, and I'll just give you the answers for the things you have to ask. So I'll give you time to analyze the situation and for you to be able to construct your questions.
Okay.
Okay.
And good morning. Um, our company are trying to find a supplier for our to sell DVDs because our manager because our plan is to expand our our business activities, and so that's why we need to choose a supplier for to supply to DVD. We need to find the DVD supplier, and so how many DVD titles can you supply us?
New supply.
You can just supply.
Okay, so we have 3,600 DVD titles.
And so can you tell me can you tell me if we order all of them, can you give us some discount or promotion?
Okay, so since you're asking for discount, we can give you 12% on orders over 1,200 euros.
Okay. And in terms of delivery, and how long can we receive your product?
So in terms of delivery, it will take us 5 days to deliver the products to your company.
And so we have to order over 1,000 to to have your discount. So the price I mean we have to pay how much, how does it cost for each DVD?
You you're You mean you're stating about the shipping price, right?
I mean the wholesale. I mean the
Okay.
wholesale
Okay, so
uh
for the wholesale,
price.
so the prices starts at 3.99 euros.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Is it a
And
deal?
yes, and so I will transfer your information to my manager, and so we can discuss about this. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Zim. That's a very nice job. But you are the manager.
I'm manager.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
you're
I
the
don't
buying manager. But it's
know.
okay, it's fine. It's a very nice job that you were able to accomplish. The conversation. You have done it so beautifully without stuttering in your tongues, right? So you have done it successfully without taking so much process. So that's a very nice start. So now let's proceed to the second um, situation, the team B. So I'll be answering questions about B and G, and you have to ask questions again. So we no longer have to do it because we have to switch situations. So I will be asking you questions and you have to give me answers because if we don't switch, you are just going to do it all over again. So are you fine?
Okay.
So we proceed to this one. You have to work alone again and look at the notes from your buying director. So look Sabre and discuss to decide which supplier to use. So say for example, that this is the message. We plan to place orders of 1,500 USD each month. So we want a good price and also a good discount. Fast delivery is important. So look at this note and decide which supplier to use. So since we don't have here the options for the suppliers, so I guess we don't have to do it. Let's proceed to the next activity. So anyway, you did a good job in dealing with the new supplier. So it showcased that you can do business, but in other classes that I have, I'm not comparing, but um, there are a lot of conversations and there are a lot of pauses, but they too can do the business and they ask more discounts in dealing with the suppliers because they are doing business. They are not working in a company. So they focus more not on the discussion. They focus more on asking for discounts. It only showcases that they are focusing on that one because it is their line of work. So next, let's have how to welcome a new team member. So I'll have to move my control. Why can't I move it? Okay. Okay, so this time let's welcome a new team member. So Shocker Solutions has offices in Australia, Japan, and the UK. It has an international team to work on a new project. You are in charge of choosing one new member for the team. So last time you have been the buying manager, and this time you will play a role of like the HR of the company. You are going to choose one new member to complete the team. So at the moment, the team has 6 members from Australia office, 1 member from Japan office, and 3 members from the UK office. So the team usually communicates by email and video conference. It also meets in Sydney or London 4 times a year. Team members often do extra work in the evenings and at the weekend. So later on the next slide, you have to decide who are you going to choose to complete the team. Okay, so I'll give you a minute to take a look again on the situation. You can read it again for you to be able to understand more about the situation because sometimes people tend to learn more if they read it personally apart from hearing it from somebody else. Okay, so if you want to read it, just read it and just tell me whenever you're ready to proceed.
I don't really understand. I have to choose one new member for the team,
Yeah.
but
But the options will be on the next slide.
okay.
I can say this is just the introduction of the situation.
Mm, okay.
Okay, so these are the important details that you have to take note in selecting a new team member to complete the team. So just tell me
Mm.
whenever you're ready.
So right now we need uh so right now we need to add only one member, but
Yeah,
we have 4 members right now.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it has to be 6, including you. So you have to choose another 1 member to complete the team. Okay, you're ready now? Okay, so let's proceed. So This one you can read about the information of the Schwab Cross Solutions employees and make notes. So you can select among the three individuals here, who do you want to choose to complete the team. So can you read the description of each members verbally? Can you read it and let us hear how you read the description of each employee?
Okay.
I can go. Laura, let's start with Laura Miles. Can you
Okay.
read the description for us? Go.
So I have read out loud or read just in my mind. Just in my
You
mind.
read it aloud. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Laura Mice. Hi, I'm from Sydney. I work in the South Cross office in Australia. I'm a manager in the finance department. I have lots of good ideas. I'm a member of 3 other teams. I usually play sports after work and at the weekend.
Okay. What about the next employee?
Andrew Bailey. Hello, I work in the London office. I'm a marketing manager. I'm not on a team at the moment because I'm too busy. I want to join the international team because I think I'm a good team leader. I can have video conferences, but it is difficult to travel to different countries because I have lots of meeting in London. And
Next.
thus, I wrote an account. Hi, I work in the Tokyo office. I'm a production manager. I'm in charge of planning international projects in different countries. I have in Tokyo and I often travel to Sydney and London on business. I listen to other people's opinions and I have lots of ideas.
Okay. So please take note of the descriptions of each employee. And now we go back to what do you need to complete the team. So the team usually communicates by email and video conference. It also meets in Sydney or London 4 times a year. Team members often do extra work in the evenings and at the weekend.
It
So
is,
we proceed to the next
mm,
slide. So who do you think can
I
do
think,
the job to complete the team?
yeah, I think it is Andrew Bailey.
Okay, why?
Because he says that he first of all he worked in London office that matched with it also in Sydney or London,
Yeah.
and then he can come in, wait he can have video conferences
Okay.
because be, because he understand the difficulty to travel to different countries and and uh, and uh, and this team usually communicate by email and video conference as well, so that's really fine for them. And team team member team member have to do extra work, and he is a manager, so he can manage. I think he is really well organized. So I think he play a role as a manager, so of course he can work, he can do extra work and at the weekend as well.
Okay, so that's so nice. Now let's go back and check to if Bailey Andrew or Andrew Bailey hits or checks all the checklists. The team usually communicates by email and video conference, so that's a check. Next, it also meets in Sydney or London 4 times a year, and that's a check. Team members often do extra work in the evenings and at the weekend. So do you think Bailey Andrew here can do work at the weekend and on the evening?
I think because for example, Laura, she plays sport after work and at the weekend, so she can't work in the evening, and especially it's weekend for her own activity.
Yeah. For a while, the
And
power is not working.
so Laura, she's not an ideal candidate, an
For
idea.
yeah, that's true because she cannot work during the evening. So let me check first for a while. Excuse me for a while, for a little while. I have to transfer station because it's not
Okay,
gonna.
you lose. The electricity is off.
I just I'm sorry, I transferred location. Sorry. Because my laptop is about to be empty and I have to charge. So I transferred from one place to another. I am sorry
Okay,
for
okay.
that intermission
No, no,
and
no
interruption.
problem. Okay,
Okay,
no problem.
because I thought the the power is working in there, but it's not working. So my laptop warns me that it's going to be empty at the moment. So yeah.
Okay, okay,
So
no, no.
going back to our topic, it's correct that you have chosen Andrew Bailey because he can do the work more efficiently compared to Laura Miles and Hiro Tanaka, right?
Yes.
Requiring all those, I mean, checking all those requirements for the new team member. So Andrew Bailey suits and fits in the team on what the team requires to have. Okay, so congratulations to that, and that's a very good job. Now we proceed to our next slide. Okay, so here's the next one. We proceed to an office move. So this time we have to work or you have to work on how to do an office move. Okay, so here's the situation. Okay, what takes it so long to proceed? Okay, so here's the situation. We have Paula Hart. Okay, Paula Hart, say for example that you are helping Paula Hart to move to a new office. So her new office is in a good location, but it is smaller than her old office. So that's the situation now. The space is becoming a little smaller than the old office. So now
Okay.
you have to look at the list of furniture in Paula's current office and Paula's comments and decide what furniture should Paula needs in her new office. Okay, so here are the furniture list. We have 4 filing cabinets, 2 bookcases. So can you read those items aloud together with comments?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay. So we can decide what furniture Paula needs to keep in her office.
Yeah, needs to bring with her, and as she relocate to a new office, what should Paula bring since it's smaller than her old office? So whenever you're ready, you tell us. Okay, so let's go back. Yeah, you tell us what Paula should bring in her relocation to a new office, which is way smaller than the old one.
She can keep 4 filing cabinets.
Mhm.
2 desks. This one I usually use 3 chairs for this for client, but I usually only use 1. 3 chairs she can keep all of them.
Okay, keep all of them. Okay, next.
Mm, photocopier. I'm not so sure. The copier on the 3rd floor.
Okay, so do you have to
Photocopier.
bring it since there is a
Photocopier.
photocopier? Yeah.
Big cupboard. Big cupboard.
Okay,
Computer.
and computer.
Computer. I use 3 or 4 times a week. So printer.
Okay, so in summary, you are going to bring to a new office 4 filing cabinets, right?
Yes. 2 desks.
Okay. Okay, so 4 filing cabinets could take up a lot of space. So maybe you could you could adjust not bringing them all because some of the information can be kept on the computer, as
Yes.
you can see on Paula's comments. So you may bring 2 or 1 of the filing cabinets since it can take up a lot of space,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
uh,
misunderstand. Yes, because instead
yeah,
of using filing cabinets, he can store her information on her
the
computer.
computer.
So she
Yeah,
doesn't
so
need it.
maybe, yeah, so that's why maybe Paula can bring 1 or 2 filing cabinets. Do you agree with that?
Mm, I think because 1 or 2, I
Yeah,
think just
1 or 2 could work.
only 1 that's enough. I think because now we live in a modern life, so we store all
Yeah,
things in our computer. So I think just 1 that's
cabinet
enough.
could work. Okay, that's nice. That's a very good choice because bringing them all could take a lot of space in a very small office. So it's 4 filing cabinets. So bringing 1 is one of the best option. Then you have shared about you are going to bring the 2 desks, right? So
Yes,
this
2 days.
one, yeah, very good. So this one, it cannot be, uh, this is non-negotiable. You cannot negotiate with it because she's using it,
Yes,
the
she
2
used
desks. Yeah.
to desk.
Then next is the 3 chairs. Have you mentioned the 3 chairs?
Just I wonder if we keep all of them, because of course she needs one for her, but
Yeah.
clients, and 2 others for clients. So 2, that's okay. Okay, I
Yeah,
think
that's fine,
maybe
right?
for sometimes some client, 2 for
Yeah,
clients. I
that
think
that is
we have
fine because you are not considering bringing the sofa, right? So
that.
there should be 2 chairs for the clients because there will be nothing left if we leave everything there. So if
Yeah.
there's no sofa, then there's no chairs, then it's so hard to entertain clients without chairs. So that's a good choice. So you have to bring all of the chairs and leave sofa.
Yes.
Next is photocopier. So are you planning to bring it with Paula? Do you think it's necessary to bring photocopier if you already have the printer? Because
Mm,
printer is non-negotiable since she is using it 3 to 4 times a week.
but I'm not sure how many floors she
She stays,
she
right? Or she relocates.
yes, does. So if I don't know, but
Because
maybe we
photocopier
she
is
doesn't
big.
need it.
Yeah. So maybe you could leave it, right? Because there's a printer and that anyway, whenever there's a document to be photocopied, maybe the printer can also photocopy or maybe she can capture it by phone and print it anyway on the printer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So next is the big cupboard. So you're bringing it, right? And you are leaving the small cupboard because that is empty. And of course, the computer, you're bringing it with Paula together with the printer. Okay, so while while doing it, you could you have to let's consider these useful phrases on this part of the screen. So in doing situations like this, you may use these following phrases to express your ideas and your opinions on to the relocation of Paula. So you could use the she needs, although you have already used it, but let's just take a look at this so
Mm,
that we can make use of this more on our upcoming activities as we journey to learning more in English. So this one, she needs one filing cabinet or a cabinet or a filing cabinet. So that would best represent one when it's only one. So you may use A. So yes, but she doesn't need, she could, or she may, or she, the printer is important because she prints a lot of documents. So that's it. Just that. Anyway, overall, today to all of the situations that we have, you have shown your your skills in using the language already. So we have to work just a little more in practicing much of it because you already can converse, you can already use the language to communicate, and you already understand most of the words in the language. So what we can do is to practice more, especially with different situations, in order to take note and to have more accurate words that is more fitting, that suits more in every situation that you may face and your everyday life. especially since you are working, so you will be dealing with different types of individuals every day in the office, right? So sometimes
Yeah.
it happens that our our workmates seems to be different the next year around. So in order to keep ourselves from being able to accurately socialize with those people, we have to have more knowledge on the accurate terms and words in order to be to to avoid misinterpretations and miscommunication along the way. So this one we have to do it next meeting since we're running out of time. So since we only have 4 minutes left, let's just focus more on the and a little talk on small talks about how are you since we have 4 minute time to finish the session. So can I ask you personal questions, but you may or you may not answer this just whenever you're comfortable answering this. So this might not be too personal. Okay, so how are you feeling today? Since you are sick, can you share to us your yeah, your week before this week?
Before this week,
Yeah,
you mean my activities? What I did
yeah.
last
What
week.
how your week last week went?
Last week. Let let me remember. I will.
I wish you
Okay. As usual, I went to office. I went to office in the week. And I had a lot of meetings. And last week that was the last week I worked at my old company. And last weekend I met my friends because we bought a ticket for a concert, a piano concert in
plan.
at, at a opera in Paris. And that's so nice, but just a little bit classic music is not easy to enjoy it, but okay,
Yeah.
that's so nice. And last Sunday, just I relaxed. I reserved a sauna.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sauna.
a sauna,
Sauna.
a sauna in the center of Paris. And before enjoy it, we have to ride a bike on in the water, under the water, and we have a
Oh,
coach. Yeah, yes. Sometimes we need to go for a sport, to improve our health.
yeah, true.
And yeah, and so and then we have lunch together. We had lunch together and enjoyed a bit along the river Seine, the Seine River.
Mm.
And this week I think I will visit Victor Hugo village with my friends. And of course, once a week, we have an activity how to say, profits, how to enjoy saunas, like last week. And and mm, I don't know. I have no plan last this week. And in the
Okay,
week.
so
Yeah.
that's nice.
Okay. Okay. I remember. I got it. Uh, it's the first of it's the first of it's the first of no, the first of each week, the first
First week
weekend
of
of each
every month.
month, of every
Okay,
month.
first weekend of every month. Okay.
We are all museum in Paris are opened, are free to for everyone. I mean, it is free for everyone to visit inside it, so inside them. And
That's so
so
nice.
yes, for everyone. And some yes, I think this Sunday I will visit them because you know the architecture in Paris is so beautiful.
Mm.
And why not? It is free.
Yeah. If it's free, why not?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your activities and how your week went. So we are happy for you that you have a balanced lifestyle, and let's just continue
Yes.
our our conversation next time. And I hope you enjoyed this day,
Thank you.
and I hope you learned something today, and I hope to see you again next week.
Thank you, and that's so
Thank
kind
you.
of you. And thank you for today.
Yeah,
And see you again.
yeah. See you again next week.
And
Bye.
have a day. Bye.
Yeah, have a
Bye.
great day. Bye, Miss.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.